Man, you be killing.
Man, did you guys know black moms could cook? I'm pretty sure you do know. If you don't, let me tell you a story right quick. Me and Fran and I, let's call him Tom. So Tom was basically, oh man, let's play Tales of Vesperia again. It's an RPG game, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When it was over his house, we used to play like all night until we like get to the boss, or there would be long save points between matches and everything. To get to the black moms that could cook part. So the mom came out of nowhere and she was like, man, you guys hungry? And we're like, yeah. What are you cooking? And she was like, man, I know you guys probably ate already, but I got some Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Pillsbury's, oh, those are good. Those big fluffy ones. And she was like, nah, we got the little small ones, but they really good. I could make them really good, honey. And I'm like, you just put them in the oven and then you let them cook. What do you mean you can make them really good? She was like, just let me show you, honey. Just let me show you. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's see. So while me and Tom are playing Tales of Vesperia, and it was pretty late too. It was probably around like 11 o'clock at the time, or 10. And after she was cooking, I didn't know what she did to those cinnamon rolls, but they were bomb. I tell you, man, I'm telling you. So basically what she did, she was like, this is what you gotta do. So you gotta get the pan, and then you gotta put the butter on the pan. I'm like, there's nothing on there yet. Why would you put butter on the pan? So she put the butter on the pan, I kid you not. Then she put the little mini cinnamon rolls with the cream cheese icing on there. And then she put butter all over the cinnamon rolls right before it went to the oven. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So after it's baking in the oven, and then she took them out midway before they were done. And then she was like, oh, now we got to put a little bit more butter on top of the cinnamon rolls. And I'm like, what the heck is she doing? And then after that, she took it out after it was done. Then she put a little bit more butter on top of it. And then had the icing melted. It was all good.
God.
And, oh, so sweet. And then when you heat stuff up, if it's like cinnamon rolls or anything like that, any cookies, or it enhances the sugariness, if that's even a word. But basically, she put it all over it. And I'm like, man, this looks really good. Then she like, just you have to let it sit. Anything you do, you gotta let it sit. And I'm like, okay. Just eat it straight away? Nope, don't eat it straight away. Let it sit for at least a minute. We let it sit for a minute while we're still playing Tales of Vesperia. And then all of a sudden, when we got some bites of those, oh man, we already knew we was going to go into a coma. So after that, she was like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. Actually, I left one important part out. I kid you not. She made, I think it was 18 of those. No, it was 16, because me and him had 8 of them each. We had 8 cinnamon rolls each at 11:30 at night. So you already know what's going to happen when you have too much sugar before you go to bed. But we were all planning on to stay up all night. So while I'm playing Tales of Vesperia, these are how good these cinnamon rolls were. Me and him, we were playing the game, and then I'm playing the game, I'm beating up this character or whatever. And I'm like, okay, we're about to win. And then I see his character all the way on the right side of the stage, just sitting there doing this. You know how video game characters, they be in the stance mode like this, and they ain't moving? I'm like, what is this dude doing? While I'm still looking at the controllers and looking at the TV while I'm playing, I'm beating this guy up. And I look to the left, and I hear some snoring. This dude is knocked. And I'm like, dang, those cinnamon rolls hit him hard, huh? And then before you know it, I'm over here playing, and then we both losing, over here getting beat up, and I'm over here. Man, we was knocked out so hard from those cinnamon rolls. And the only thing I remember later on in that night after that happened, man, I woke up with the most coldest sweats, twitching and everything. Man, I had the worst nightmares ever. I'm like, man, that's a whole bunch of sugar right before you go to sleep. And I'm like, man, black moms know how to make anything good. Even something simple that's right out the pre-packaged, you just put it in the oven. Cinnamon rolls. I'm like, are you kidding me? Cinnamon rolls? She made those things bomb as heck. But anyway, guys, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with all the black moms that are out there that you guys know, or go to a black friend's house and try out their food too. Who knows? It may be good, maybe not. I'm just saying, it's all jokes here and everything, but I'm just telling you, try some black mom's food. It's bomb.
Paranormal or gray objects? Have you guys ever heard of sleep paralysis? If so, let me tell you a story right quick. I was over at my friend's house. His name was Damon. Let's call him that. They had a big house and all, and at the time, I guess him and his girlfriend and a couple friends, including me over, we were partying, playing games and all, you know, beatboxing and stuff too, you know, like but anyways, soon after everyone was getting tired and Damon only wanted his close friends staying over the night if we wanted to, which we did. While we all stayed over, some people left afterwards. At this point, it's just me, Damon, his girlfriend, and our friend Jackson. While we were watching this movie called 100 Feet, Damon and his girlfriend are cuddling, you know, and whatnot. Jackson been knocked out, and eventually I was getting, you know, sleepy too. And note that we were like, I think 18, 19 at the time, and it was like 12:30 or 1 a.m. now. So Darren's family was asleep, his brothers, sisters, all that, they were upstairs, and they're usually knocked out all night too. They don't get out of the bed or anything like that. So while we're all asleep, I remember we left the movie on and the lamp light on right by the TV. And it was one of those old TVs, you know, that has, if there's no signal, it'll be like a big, you know, staticky kind of TV, or like a bluish weird tint, kind of like an old VCR. But when I woke up, the TV was off this time, and also the lamp, and it was pitch dark in there because his room was in the garage of the house. But I noticed something strange. I still heard people snoring, and they're all asleep. I looked to the left and the right, but I noticed I couldn't move. It was a strange, uneasy feeling, like I was paralyzed or something, thinking I'm asleep, but it was so real. Man, I looked to the right of me where the lamp light is supposed to be, and it looks like it's a shadow figure. Someone with a trench coat and a hat, just like the ghost man in the movie we just watched. And I'm like, no way. But the fact that I couldn't move and only my eyes, they started to tear up a little bit because I thought I was being attacked or something, like mentally, physically, I don't know. Like it felt like I was in a movie or something like that, like a bad nightmare where I can't do a darn thing in. Those couple of seconds felt like fear, felt like long minutes, but eventually I didn't know. I went back to sleep and woke up the next morning, and everyone is waking up around the same time, while everyone was kind of feeling a little bit off too. But later on, I didn't speak about that at all when I woke up because I feel like everyone would be laughing, well, oh, you're crazy, man. But I did notice too that the lamp by the TV, where I thought in the dark formed a shadow figure of that man, it was gone. I thought someone moved it, but I asked everyone, where's the lamp that was by the TV? And no one in the house knew. They were like, what are you talking about? Like my brain was awake, but I felt pretty real. I know what I saw. So you want to get your first 100 subs, huh, bub? What you gotta do is
sell your soul.
No, but for real, I totally understand. YouTube and the algorithm and all that mess, I still don't know about since the day I started YouTube. It wasn't that long ago.
Shut up.
But honestly, what I did, of course, tell all your friends and family and all the social media, and literally text a group message thread to all your contacts saying,
You better have subscribed or else.
Yeah. I'm not gonna blab on about consistency is the key because I'm sure you guys all know that. But what I've noticed is something different the whole time in your videos that slightly changes, like for example, camera angles consistently to keep people's attention, because we all know people's attention span these days.
Wait, what'd you say again?
But yeah guys, on a serious note, just have fun with it, man. Keep up with your craft or niche that's important that you have, and patience literally is the key. I cannot stress that enough.
What the heck was that? And then all of a sudden, I look to the right. I'm like, what's those people doing donuts in the middle of the parking way when there's cars still around? Man, let me tell you what happened right quick. So basically, it was me and my friend, let's call him Tommy Pickles. So Tommy Pickles and I, we used to work at the mall, right? And so basically what happened, we were just catching up, blah, 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 about old times. We haven't seen each other in a long time. He was like, I work here, I work there, yada, yada, yada. But we was chatting up in the car and everything right before he leaves because he was parked right next to me. And how the parking lots are set up, it was kind of weird. It was like a higher level parking lot, then it was like a lower end parking lot right next to us. And then basically, after like, we're like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's should get some drinks next time, blah, 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 catch up some more, yada, yada, yada. A few seconds later, we were like, what's that sound? Like some screeching kind of sound. It sounded like screaming, but it was like car screeching. It was like, and we're like, what the heck was that? And then all of a sudden, I look to the right. I'm like, what's those people doing donuts in the middle of the parking way when there's cars still around? And note, it is closing time right now in the mall, so there's like cars very sparsed out everywhere. I don't know what happened on that. Like, they were scribbling around, and then my friend was like, oh man. Tommy was like, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. Let me just go to my car right quick. So Tommy was finally getting his car. He got out of the car, and his car was like, mine was like right behind his, so he was trying to get into the car. But I was like, no, get back in the car right quick, because these people were tripping. And he's like, okay. He gets back in my car, and then right before you know it, right in front of my car, this guy skirts all the way over there. And remember I told you about that higher level parking lot? We were on the higher level part, and they were in the lower part. It was probably like a good, probably 10, 12 feet. That's how low the parking lot part was, the bottom one. But there was a tree right by there. So obviously, bam! They hit the tree. I'm like, oh no, flipping. Right on his side. And I'm like, no freaking way. Me and Tommy looked at each other like, did this really just happen? And all Tommy said was, bro, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here. Out of sight, out of mind. And I'm like, what do you mean? We gotta save these people. Like, what if they really hurt? He said, I don't care, bro. We gotta get out of here. I'm like, no freaking way. This guy's crazy. I look down the way, and I'm like, I see one guy limping. He was just limping. And he goes up to some apartments. He like leaves. I don't know why. It was like a blood trail and everything. I was like, what's this guy doing? He just left his partner? Because I guess his friend was in the car still. And note, the side of the car was like tilted. It was tilted on the side. And then all of a sudden I heard this guy say, help, help. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, oh shoot, I can't let this guy right there. So I go down there, try to help him out the car. And then he's limping. I'm feeling like he's in shock and everything. Basically, he was like, okay, I'm fine. Where's the guy I was with? We're like, I don't know, man. He just dipped. Like, I don't know why he dipped. He said, oh man, I gotta go to B-Dubs right quick. And I'm like, B-Dubs? Meaning Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, why is he going to Buffalo Wild Wings? So apparently we just let him go to Buffalo Wild Wings. The car's still tilted on the side. We see beer cans everywhere. We're like, oh, they were hecka drunk. I don't know why they went to B-Dubs though. I guess he just wanted to get out of the sight. They probably had some felonies or something. I don't know what happened. But it was funny because everyone came by too because they heard the crash. People, recruiter officers came by, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, before you know it, all of a sudden the fire ambulance, all of them are here. They're like, what's going on with the scene? They, we jot down everything for police, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is what happened. I don't know what's going on. And then, so all these girls started to come by. They started crying, bawling down. Apparently that was her car. And I'm like, dang, did those guys jack her car or something? And I'm like, oh shoot. So the guy that ran away, that was her boyfriend. That was her boyfriend that ran away earlier with the blood trail, and the guy that went to B-Dubs just warned them right quick because I guess that was just his friend or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was her birthday. She was celebrating over there at B-Dubs, and then she was like, yeah, that was my birthday present. I got that car from. And I'm like, oh, dang, that's crazy. And I'm over here just looking at that car thinking it's going to blow up like GTA or something, and we all going to get wasted.
talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute? Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you a minute?
He needs some. Hey. This is my channel. I'm not a rapper. I'm from Seattle. Where I wear my flannel. Nah. I'm from Tacoma. Smell like stink aroma. Drawn all day, yeah, artistic Casanova. Ooh. Animations, yeah, I represent that. Too much work though, but I wanna get stacks. Oh, it's my passion. Cash I be stashing. This be so fire, I be passing out flyers.
So I'm not a rapper, I'm doing this for fun. I made this song for this channel that you own.
Mama said no. Walking to the store, rapping with my flow. Santa Claus had 3 girls, ho ho ho. Now I gotta get it, now I gotta spit it. My name's DeVaunToon.
Okay, that's right.
So subscribe to my channel and my Instagram.